is Mindy, and I did something yesterday that was really stupid, but I'll explain to you why. I'd been up for like 3 days and had gotten a little bit of natural sleep in those 3 days. Like, probably I slept 3 hours in 3 days. And I was just like at my wit's end, like just like seeing things and really, really tired, and my body hurt and everything. And part of what I experienced as far as my nerves being messed up from the chronic Lyme disease is like a lack of ability to feel what I'm touching, or to know how much pressure I'm putting on something that I'm touching. And it seems like at the end of these 3 days, like, it was all just like gone. Like, yesterday I couldn't like feel my face when I touched it, like I couldn't feel my fingers or anything, like aside from my body feeling like achy and tight, and like all my bones were compacted together. There just really wasn't much sensation at all. So I took my bed meds and went about my nighttime routine, which involves washing my face and brushing my teeth. And in the process of washing my face, like, first I used my regular thing, my Giovanni 1. It's a facial scrub, or it's just like a face soap, and that was pretty okay. I got through that. And like, the second step is the scrub, and it has volcanic ash in it, and like almost like immediately, like, I put my finger like right in my eye, like with like a ton of the scrub on my fingers. So I like scream out to my boyfriend, like, get eye drops, because I just got volcanic ash scrub in my eye. And I didn't blink until he got the eye drops in my eye, and I think that really helped the matters. But it was just like, wow, like, how stupid could I be? Like, I've never gotten it in my eye before, but I'm just like all awareness is gone. Like, I'm just like, oh my god, just everything just feels like beyond comprehension and beyond ability. Like, that I was even like at the sink washing my face was just like, oh my god, what is going on, you know? So the next step that I wanted to do was my citrus and tea tree oil scrub, which is like really good for keeping my blemishes away and everything. And I was using that, and it looks like this. And what I do is open it and then pour some onto my brush, and then scrub my face with it, you know? And I was scrubbing this side of my face, and I guess what was happening is that I wasn't breathing. I didn't know I wasn't breathing, but I was scrubbing, and it was all like lathery. My face was down, like my face was like down in the sink, you know, like I'm not like looking in the mirror as I'm doing this, and I probably should have been. I'm definitely going to be more careful about it now. So all of the suds that had built up from it were like, I was just packing them into this side of my nose, and I like took a breath in through my nose, because I didn't feel the scrubbing on my face. I didn't feel the bubbles in my nose. Like, I didn't feel any of that. Like, sensation is like gone. I cannot feel my face. And And of course, when I breathed in, all of these bubbles, like, went in my nose. Like, I've never, like, intentionally snorted anything, like, not drugs, not pixie sticks, like, it was so painful. It was like getting water up your nose, like, when you're in the tub or in a pool, only worse, because it's got, like, citrus in it, and, like, other, you know, it's a really natural product, but it's got stuff in it that doesn't belong in your nose, and it just, like, hurt, like, up here, and it was, like, I snorted it in, like, so hard, like, it was, like, in the back of my throat, so I was, like, gagging and spitting, and it was just, like, oh my god, like, I feel like such an idiot, and, I brushed my teeth and concluded my bedtime routine and went to lay in bed, and I was trying to go to sleep, and it was like suddenly my skin was just too tight, and I was like wide awake, and my heart was pounding, and I just got like really mad. I think the first thing I did was like throw my pillow away from me, and like I was just like, what is going on? Like, I don't feel right. I don't feel okay. This is not normal. I've never felt like this before. And, like, I have experienced anxiety. I know, like, the onset of LSD, like, that, you know, is kind of, like, similar to a panic attack. Like, I'm well-versed in that. And this is just, like, beyond anything I'd ever experienced. So, it was really terrifying. Like, my heart was just, like, pounding, and it was so, like, scary, but, like, there's nothing to be scared of. Like, I was, like, at the same time, like, so incredibly fearful and angry, like, just, like, blind rage. But I'm just sitting up in bed, and, you know, my bedtime routine is 2 Benadryl, 5 milligrams of Valium, and 2 dissolvable melatonin. And so I wake Sean up, and I'm like, something's not right, something's not okay, like, I don't know what's going on, and I let him know that, like, my bed meds haven't been working, but this is not like my bed meds not working, like, this is, like, horrible. Like, I don't know if I'm having a seizure, because I do experience seizures. I've never experienced one that was like that. I've had, like, absence seizures, and have lost the ability to feel or move my body, lost the ability to speak, lost the ability to see, and it was nothing like a seizure either. So, like, I'm like, get on the internet, figure out what is wrong with me, you know, ask Dr. Google, and he does, and it's like, well, it doesn't seem like it's really, you know, like a seizure, like it could be adrenaline or something, and I was just like, okay, well, what happened differently tonight? And I was like, well, I was up for like 3 days, so like maybe there's some like really like fierce reaction with my body and my meds or something, and that's causing it. And like he looked up the side effects of the Valium diazepam, and it was like, well, not really. And then I was like, oh my god, like I got that stuff up my nose, like is there something in that, like is something like poisoning me, you know? And he got the Desert Essence out and just began like looking up, basically like snorting each of the chemicals on this list. And right about the middle of the list is bitter orange, and that actually like gave us our answer to what was going on, because apparently people have like taken bitter orange extract as like speed. I have never done speed. I have never done meth. Like, I'm not a person that needs to be higher strung, so like those things have never appealed to me. And I wasn't even really like familiar with what speed would feel like, so I had him like research the symptoms of speed, and it was like rage and paranoia and heart palpitations. That was all just like right on. I felt like if I was going to like move to do anything, that like the follow through like at the end of that would just be like me just like going like ape on my whole room. Like I went to turn off the fan and ended up just like shoving it over. Like I was just like, I reached out and was like, you know, I'm gonna turn off the fan because the air blowing on me is bothering me and the fan noise is making me like really like freak out and I don't know why. But all I did was like shove it over and just like sit back on the bed and was just like, oh my god, like I can't even move. And I was like, well, what do we do about it? Like, okay, I did not mean to snort my orange citrus, you know, face wash, but I have, so like now I'm on speed basically. Like, what do I do? And one of the things that people said was like to take like benzos, and I guess like the diazepam is a benzo, and it's like, well, I took that, so that's probably why I'm sitting here and I feel like leaded. Like I felt heavy. I felt like moving would be like an effort, like a really like concentrated effort, and it was more just like sitting still and just feeling like the world was like pushing in on my body or something. I took my clothes off and I was just sitting up, just freaking out for like an hour, and my jaw felt really tight, so I like ate a bunch of pretzels. Otherwise I'd be like grinding my teeth, which I don't ever grind my teeth. Like I am so like crazy about my teeth, like touching my teeth. I've never ground my teeth before. Like that was just so freaky. And I was just like so mad, but like at nothing. Like there was no reason to be angry about anything. It was just like I just want to like destroy everything, and I wanted to hurt myself too. And actually, like while I was like sitting there, I was like gripping my leg and like I dug like holes into my, like I scratched my skin, like I broke skin on my leg. Like I was just sitting there just like so tense and like didn't even realize it. Like I have like nail marks in my leg, and it was just so freaky. Like I would never consciously choose to do speed or have any kind of experience like that. And just like so you know, like the amount of orange bitters in this probably should not like have a reaction. Like don't go buy this and like snort it. It's not pleasant. It's got other stuff in it, and I don't even know basically like what has happened to me at this point. This is just the morning after. I slept until 5 the next day. Like this happened at like 3 in the morning, technically this morning, because I started my bedtime routine at like 1:30, and yeah, so like really horrifying experience, and a really great way to end yesterday. Like I was so like completely emo yesterday, like crying at everything. Like I would be happy, like I would be not crying for like 2 minutes at a time, maybe 5 minutes at a time, and the rest of the day was just like bawling. So I guess like the last thing I needed was to have like a horrible drug experience unintentionally, but that's what happened. And yeah, I don't even know if I could recreate the effect. I would definitely not ever recreate that experience on purpose. I'm gonna be really careful about how I use this now, and like one of the things, like everything affects my system, like my chemistry, my brain chemistry, like way more, like in much smaller amounts than anybody like ever. Like I've never met anybody that like is as sensitive to chemicals, drugs, both what is that word? Recreational drugs and prescription drugs. You know, I can't even take like any other pain medicine other than my 5 milligrams of Oxy, because like I have such a violent reaction to that, even though I need a lot more pain relief than 5 milligrams of oxycodone provides, you know. Yeah, just like such a nightmare. Be careful about getting your cleansing products in your nose. Definitely, I'm even thinking like I need to get like nose plugs. Like, it was such a scary experience, you guys. Like, my boyfriend is so awesome. He got the neck thing out, the pneumatic pump that like stretches my like cervical spine, neck, to reduce pressure, and I was laying on the floor for that, and then he massaged my neck and my nasal cavity, and like this whole time my nose was just like running, and like this area of my face was throbbing. It felt so bad and so strange. And of course I kept smelling the orange. I kept smelling this stuff, which it doesn't even have much of a scent, but I just kept smelling this orange. Oh, that freaks me out. Oh, great. Now I'm gonna have to like overcome this trauma. That's really fun. So yeah, that is my story of how I accidentally snorted a cleansing product and got high in like the worst way on Desert Essence. So thank you for watching. Use your facial care products responsibly. Love you.